Hey everyone, David here again. Today my LEGO Master Cycle Zero submission on LEGO Ideas reached 100 supporters. Thanks for all the support. For this video I will be going over its build in more depth. When The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild's DLC pack came out, I wanted to build a LEGO Master Cycle Zero. And at that time I'd been messing around with the idea of suspension using these angled Technic pieces. And my first model I built of this was this. And they look pretty much identical to each other. And the body design of this bike was fairly simple, just a 2x6 with two angled pieces on either side of it, with two 1x4 studs sitting side by side that had holes for my suspension. The head and tail of this bike was fairly simple to build. The tail just stuck straight back off the body, but the head I had to move up higher than I wanted because of the suspension. I also made sure to include this awesome opening seat to fuel my bike. This Master Cycle Zero did not have a handlebar, making it extremely hard for Link to drive it. The first issue I had with my Master Cycle Zero model was its suspension stoppers. I intentionally left them off because I liked how far the suspension went compared to how much it would go with a stopper. But the only disadvantage with this, with no stoppers, is that it would break the head and tail off, which drove me nuts. Another issue with this Master Cycle is its spacer that was used to space the suspension. The first one it originally had was a 2x4 plate that was stuck to the body plate, which is the 2x6. This worked fairly well and gave it about the same spacing it has now, but would constantly fall off with the 2x6 body plate, which would then cause the whole bike to fall into pieces. I switched it out for this new one, and it holds the plate to the body a lot better, but also gives the tires a lot of play, which you can see exceptionally well in my suspension tester. The last issue I had with my Master Cycle Zero model is the joints I used to support the head and tail. I had intentionally put these smoother joints on because I could position them finely the way I wanted them to, but it ended up being a pain because it always dropped the head and tail on my tires, and I didn't like that. So I switched them to stiffer ones that would hold their position a lot better. I changed the number of rubber bands I put on my LEGO Master Cycle suspension to only one band so that it would ride a lot smoother on my suspension tester and just around the house. Although this Master Cycle had a few issues, it was overall a fairly good build and turned out really nice when I got it the colors I wanted. So, thanks for watching this video.